bottom left with a 1-0 lead in the series already. The number 1 in the group so far. It is the MVP final boss. It is
MVP DongRaeGu.
He looks angry.
He does, man. He just seems so generally disinterested in this best of 3, except his hands really fast.
Yeah. Top left, Pink Panther, aka the Pink Fox, aka the Star Tail Protoss, calls himself the man who parts the roaches.
PartinG,
aka Red Lupa Acrobat.
I still think that nickname is so silly.
Speaking of top left, his pylon is also in the top left of the top left. Gateway or Forge?
Yeah, both possible.
Forge, I think. Gateway.
Nope. Gateway. Goes for the gateway again. DRG on the way in the middle of the map to get some scouting information.
I wonder if he'll just use the same build, but in this case, the third base is much easier to hold, and he's probably not going to expect some sort of crazy choice by DongRaeGu this time.
Yeah.
Gas, and DRG goes pool before hatch, trying to be safe. The score screen pops up here. You see DRG is up 1-0 here. Here's the map stats. Actually,
yeah, there we go. 50-50.
Twice as many games played for PartinG on this map, though, because he's a pro, so he always picks it against Zerg.
Yeah,
DRG tries to avoid playing on it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I would avoid playing on it. Well, at this point, we are definitely gonna see from PartinG
that's fast tech after expansion.
Yeah, I actually think that he's going for a pretty similar build to what we've seen on game 1, and let's just think about the first game for a second. The big problem for PartinG was that DRG hit his tag and PartinG never scouted it.
Yep.
His observer was never even close to the spire, so he had no idea, and when those Mutalisks hit his base, there were 15 of them, and it was just too much. He didn't have anything ready against those Mutalisks, and then the Ling Muta composition just completely crushed him. So it was more of him not scouting what was going on than anything else.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was just bad luck. I mean, he scouted, he got tricked, there was an infestation pit that was not used, and he did not see the spire that was actually proxied under an overlord. What are you going to do? I mean, it was a great build by DRG. It was very tricky.
Smart, yeah.
Smart, and it worked. PartinG now going to start his Nexus off one gateway. Only units he has out right now is a Stalker and 23 probes. No attacking units, no defensive units. Going to start Sentry. There it is. DRG knows what's up build order wise. He just wants to know about the tech, so he's going to position his overlords the best he can to find out.
DRG goes straight for his expansion now. There we have him. Heading right into the third base now, and of course he has the scouting information that he needs, but the main question still remains, what is PartinG going to do? With a cross position, you usually don't see an Immortal Push. In close positions like this, Immortal Pushes are actually possible. You can go for the gateway attack that we've seen already today, but Immortal Push on those positions are definitely really, really strong if you execute them properly.
Yeah. It's all about what PartinG wants to do. He's got to make the choice. It's a tough choice.
Yeah, it is. But there are a lot of them. And well, it kind of falls to DRG to scout what's going on now.
Just a little bit of pressure by that Stalker. Stalker actually gets just one kill, so he can kill the Link. That Sentry needs to walk up the ramp, needs to do some exercise to kill that Overlord, which is still desperately hunting for the tech, but he doesn't find any information.
That's alright, the Sentry was getting a little bit fat anyways.
Yeah.
A bit of cardio does a lot good.
And too many computer chips in that mechanical unit.
Yeah. If you just sit around and cast the force fields all day, no surprise that you are just gaining a few pounds.
Yeah, they don't move very fast. Stalker, great position. Saves it. Kills a Ling on his way out. Third base is up for DRG. Still no tech shown for PartinG. No Forge either.
Tech should start pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, very soon. In fact, he's going to add 2 more gates. Going up 5. Will he add a 6th one?
5 in total.
This is actually going to be shown to DRG. He can see those gateways.
Yeah, the Overlord is already on his way, and there we go. He sees it and immediately moves back. We don't have him with the Roach Warren just yet.
Starts a bunch of Links just like last game.
Yeah, a bunch. Actually, a lot of Links.
20. 20 going to go up to basically 30, 29 in total. And if he gets over there, he can stop PartinG from taking this base, at least bait out some force fields. You can also use these links initially to break down the rocks. But PartinG, man, if he doesn't realize what's going on, if his push gets spotted, he gets shut down, then the counterattack repeatedly at his third base that he wants to make, things can get nasty.
And DRG is just producing Zerglings. He was only at 36 drones.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah, he knows. And he has speed.
He sees the pylon, he goes in here, the sentries need to drop some serious force fields, but even with force fields here, the link numbers are insane. Sentries do not do a lot of damage, the stalkers are shut down.
The stalkers are shut down and the sentries themselves are going to be exposed in just a second as soon as those force fields are gone, and that's the case now. They are going to die.
DRG looking so strong in this series so far, dancing the Zerglings around the sentry!
Oh my god.
PartinG danced his zealots as well, but I guess what, PartinG, man, your celebration doesn't make sense.
No, not right now. Everything is gonna die here. DRG is gonna take PartinG's push and just throw it back at him.
Yeah, this is not the most cost-efficient trade for DRG, but he is gonna push it back. PartinG, though, does not have a third base, and he's behind upgrades. There's no forge for PartinG.
DRG needs drones though. He's behind in drones and that's why he's droning up right now. We have him now on 3 bases, even getting a macro hatch. Things are looking grim for PartinG.
Yep, DRG probably going to start his lair soon too, so he can start spreading creep at that third base. The wall will be gone here.
DRG is looking strong in this group, Wolf.
Yeah, man, I did not expect DRG to come out so strong with his recent results. I expected him to do okay, maybe get out, but not to look so dominant, man.
He needs those force fields and he needs them soon.
I think he has a lot. He's like, why don't you're just gonna kill shields here and I'll use them if I have to.
There's the lair take. The harvest account for DRG is now up to 49. He's still behind though. He needs a better saturation. He's going for the roach run here. The macro edge is nearly completed and PartinG is miles away from getting a third.
Yeah. He still hasn't even killed his rocks just yet. The Lings though,
he's trying.
If they don't, if the Lings aren't there in time when the third gets dropped down, he actually can get the force fields in position and take that third. DRG with a bit of a oversight here. Now he needs to link back and he will. Just barely to get there in time, it looks like, with those speed links.
He just needs to deny the third for as long as possible and he's going to be fine. There are so many of them. He's still dancing around with them. He's just having fun here.
Too
what a
late.
timing. What a timing.
Oh, these sentries are going to do their best. And you know, this is not going to be very cost efficient for DRG, but he's got so many lings.
Yeah, but he kills those, you know, he kills the wall. That's the most important part. He kills the wall and denies this for as long as possible. And DRG is just producing Zerglings, 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 and a little bit of Zerglings.
I think he needs to make a little bit of drones too, man. This is not...
As long as he's on the basis, he still has the better income.
He's going to lose every single one of these lings, for sure, though. But you're right, he has the better income. PartinG, though, I worry might have the better composition that overall, eventually, if he keeps taking out these lings like this.
Force field attempt. Actually run to the left, that's what he does. PartinG has a huge bank here. That's definitely true. And more lings trying to go in at the third base. He's trying to move in, and there he is once again. Those sentries just run out of energy.
Yeah, but this is just not effective at all. He's not going to be able to force a cancel here. He's not going to do any damage at all, and PartinG is starting to take a big lead.
Yeah, but it's all the minerals.
I just still feel like this is not a good choice to keep sending these lings across by themselves.
He should build a few more drones, that's definitely true. And he can even take a fourth base, which is exactly what he does now.
He needs Infestation Pit as well. I feel like PartinG is actually ahead in this game now.
PartinG has a pretty strong army. And with only Zerglings, that is not going to work for DRG. I feel DRG is throwing this a little bit away.
Yeah.
If he gets into the main base...
He tried to block the wall with the Changeling, it doesn't work.
The army supply is 60 to 68 in favor of PartinG. And this army is pretty scary.
It's got so many sentries. He's got 10 sentries and 18 stalkers. The roach speed is just finishing up right now. DRG, man, did he dance the lings too soon?
We'll find out now. He hugs the Spinecrawler. He wants to fight this with the Spinecrawler. Needs to stay in touch with those, with those ramps.
And PartinG is, it looks like he wants to end the game. He's not going to take a third base at all. It's been delayed too much.
The more time that PartinG needs now, the worse for him. And now we have the run. It's from two sides trying to flank.
DRG not able to really engage here. PartinG takes a supply lead here just temporarily. Burrow is not done yet.
Tries to save the road, just 4 force fields needed to trap a few. Rebuilding
So many
constantly,
sentries,
DRG. He has 8 lava available. Money is getting a little bit low for him.
Yeah, and PartinG is being very cost efficient here. He needs to actually force up the ramp, and he does.
Army will.
I don't think DongRaeGu can hold anymore. The position is just too good for PartinG. The force fields as well, blocking out the drones.
PartinG is taking this.
It looks like it, man. Maybe dancing the Zerglings a little bit too soon.
Yep. Oh my god, DRG is losing the game here.
All of his drones go down. And man, he was not showing any emotion before, but I guarantee you we're not going to see him. GG, we're not going to see that stoic face after this one.
PartinG with a big smile on his face. He knew how far he was behind, but DRG a little bit too condescending in this game and then losing it. So now suddenly we have PartinG on 1-1. DRG is now down to map score of +3. PartinG is up at +2.
He is
Look
so
at that
mad
smile
right now. You can see it, and the coach actually just came out with this look on his face like, I am so pissed right now. I cannot believe you threw that game away. He was not happy.
The only thing that he had to do was just drone up.
Transition. Drone up, get an infestation pit, and hold on. With against a sentry-heavy army like that, I figure make some spines at home, get the infestation pit, hold on 3 bases for a little while. Yeah, PartinG, you can have that 3rd that's super late. I'm going to take a 4th, and I'm going to have infestors, and you're not going to have the upgrades I have.
The next map is going to decide it all. DRG wins it. He's first in the group. Linux takes second, and PartinG third. If PartinG wins it, PartinG is suddenly... Linux is actually first place, PartinG is second place, and DRG is third.
By the way, there's not been a single series that PartinG has not trash talked in the lobby in. Right now, he actually just said in chat, "It's so funny, I think I'm gonna die," in Korean. And DongRaeGu did not reply. We are going into game number 3. It's DRG's choice. It's Daybreak, perhaps the fairest map in all of the pool for the